Welcome to the tutorial of dynamic bundle creation in Pega. And this one we will go through the in-depth details of how to structure the business taxonomy, and then we'll go into the details of strategy framework, how it has been set up, and then we'll go through a small demo where we will use a sample UI to show how the office can be retrieved and how the bundles can be created and what kind of presentation we can do. So for our demo, the basic component of bundles are the price plans, the devices, and discounts. So these are not any hard patterns. So these are flexible to include more. So you can have more add-ons, or the contract lengths can be different. So, and the focus area will be the how we will create the business taxonomy and the propositions, how we will set up the strategy framework, how we'll do the component selection, the bundle creation, the value calculation, the prioritization, and in the end, we'll tie it all together with a small demo with a sample UI that we have created. So let's start with the business taxonomy and proposition creation. So for this exercise, we have created one business issue called upsell, and under upsell, we have three groups which are the actual our components. So these are the devices, discounts, and mobile tariff. So let's start one by one. If we explore more on mobile tariff, we have multiple tariffs available over here. So there is a filter. If you remove it, so we have around 18 propositions. So red 11 rate, 12 rates. So these are the different variations, and each and every proposition consists the property that either updated by proposition sync, which is syncing the product information, and we are also giving freedom to the CVM team where they can update the additional information they want. So let's look at one of those. So we start with red 11 rate. Here we got first, we have option to whether to activate the proposition or make it inactive. So you can always select always to make it active and never to make it inactive, or you can specify a time period that this proposition should be active from starting from this date, ending this date. So here if you click on it, it will give you an option. And then we have the product information, which is directly coming from the product table, which is actually the product catalog of our organization. So we will have the product ID, the product names, what are the monthly fee, the data allowances, and the voice characteristics of this particular mobile tariff. And then we have the CVM information, where for this demo we have created some sample properties where you can select whether this is a SIM only proposition or whether it can go with the device. So if you select SIM only, then the device related informations will be hidden. If you say this proposition can go with device or this plan can go with device, then we are giving option to specify that what will be the maximum device discount that can be offered against this plan. So it's under CVM control. And then we can define what can be the lock-in period, whether it can be 12 months or 24 months or both. And then some basic property check, the starting propensity, the starting evidence. This form is flexible. It can adhere more properties if needed, and it can be flexible enough to update. So this is under CVM control. So for our demo, we are more focused on the SIM only and the maximum device discount and the lock-in periods, which we'll use in our strategy framework. Coming back to the second one, which is the device. If we have a look at the device, so here we have the dummy devices, Motorola, Samsung, Apple, different versions. But in terms of the form, we are giving basic information, the same active check, and then what is the device cost, what is the model, what is the OS, whether it can be offered at the 12 months installment. If yes, then what will be the minimum installment amount. If it can be offered as 24-month installment, then what will be the minimum installment amount. And then we have some other parameters that will calculate in runtime. That will be the upfront cost that will depend upon what installment we are offering to the customer. And the last, We have the discounts. These contains very basic information that whether this discount is a SIM only discount or whether it's a device discount. So we have two versions, where the voucher 25 euro or the discount 1 euro, 2 euro. So if the vouchers are applied against the devices and the discounts are applied against the price plans. So if I open one of those, very basic information whether it's a SIM only discount or whether it's a device discount, true or false, and based upon that, what is the discount amount. So now we have our Lego blocks, which are the plans, devices, and discounts. Now let's start with the strategy framework where we'll bind them all together, and then we will check against the actual product catalog where these combinations certainly results in a actual product. To show you what do I mean by actual product, so the fulfillment systems can have the product categorized in a different way. So for our demo purpose, we have created one issue called technical and the billing products. Under billing products, we have all the products those are available in the fulfillment system. So these can be the price plans, or these can be the price plan with discounts like return rate with voucher 10 euro or return rate with voucher 20 euro with the combination. These are very limited numbers, but it's flexible, and we have seen more numbers where it can be the combination of plan, discount, and add-on. So it can be red 10 rate voucher 10 euro with Netflix discount or Amazon discount. So that way we don't have to create X cross X number of propositions. If we go with Lego approach, we'll just create X plus X number of combination and we'll do the join in runtime to find out which combinations are valid. Coming to our main strategy, that is called plan bundles. So it takes two paths, whether we want to retrieve a new deal for the customer or we want to retrieve a saved deal for a customer. Let's ignore the save deal for the time being and let's go to the retrieve new deal for combination. And there are two components. One is the plan bundle, which will select all the dynamic bundles. And then we have one strategy for prioritization. If we go to the plan bundles, that's the strategy that is selecting the price plans, the discounts, and the devices. It's joining in them all together, running through the adaptive, calculating the value to give us the highest value and propensity combination. So let's start with the first one, our starting point. So for our demonstration, in any bundle, there should be one base proposition that is your offering point that you want to write into the interaction history that this was my base proposition. It can be the component and it can be above component. So we can have a bundle proposition name called the Vodafone bundle, and then the price plans, the devices, and the discounts can all be the component only. But for our demonstration, we have taken price plans as our base proposition, so this can never be blank. So that's why we'll start with this. What are we doing over here? It's just a very basic check. We are importing all the price plans. We are checking whether the propositions are active or not. And then we have few more conditions to check, where we are checking that if the from the inbound call we have certain provisions, whether we want to show a bundle with device or without device, or with discount or without discount. So we are just checking, we are filtering out all the propositions. If we are saying that the device flag is n, means we just want to take into account the sim only plans. That's why this check is there, to filter out all the plans which are going with devices. And then we have two paths, one is called proactive and one is called reactive, based upon what customer is asking. So let's go with the proactive path. Here we are checking that there is no filter plan, means customer is not asking or agent is not asking for any specific plan, so we should have to evaluate all the plans. And then we have a proposition filter, which is a very basic check, but it's extendable for at any limit, so we can check multiple conditions. For our demonstration, we are just checking that the proposed price plan has the more data or more voice than the average customer need. So we are just checking all the attributes of a price plan is greater than or equal to the current usage of a customer. That's a kind of suitability check. And then we are running it through the adaptive. So these adaptives are created at a component level. So if I open this adaptive, the model context is a price plan name. So we are not going into the model context of issue group name. We want that context to be used for the bundle, and against all the responses that are coming for the bundle, we want the individual components to learn as well. So that if you're offering this proposition as a standalone proposition, you can still use the propensity of the same adaptive model. So here we are just created an identifier called price plan name that is nothing but actually the mobile tariff name. And for that we are creating the adaptive models. So we can show you the adaptive models where we have few created. So which are the price plan names are at 13 sim, 14 sim, and against that we can see few responses. These responses are recorded as we have given the responses to the actual bundles, not to the individual components propositions. So if I send a customer a price plan A with device B and discount C, and if he accepts and rejects the bundle, we'll apply the adaptive response to the bundle adaptive as well as all the individual adaptives. So that's the purpose of that. And then you don't want to run it through all the combinations. So you want, as a proactive you communication, you want to restrict it to some top n plans to start with. So it can be top 3, top 5, top 10. It's up to business decision and based upon which parameter that's also should be decided by business or business need. For our demonstration, we have taken all top 10 plans which are fulfilling all the criteria based upon the highest monthly fees. So that's the proactive path. The reactive path is for a specific ask. If we are saying that we are giving plan A, B, C to the customer as a proactive communication, but customer calls the call center and he's asking for plan D, and if he is eligible but not as a preferred offer, still the agent should be or the website should be able to show that particular combination to the customer. So this path is used when customer is searching for specific things or whether he is asking for specific plan to the agents. We'll come in a short, during the short demo we'll demonstrate how does it work. So this strategy is giving me my top and price plans. Once I got my top and price plans, let's go to the device strategy. It's also very similar. The same checks, importing the device, doing the active check, and then we are setting a device name to a property to make sure that it goes against the adaptive. The proactive path where we are checking, doing the suitability check, and the reactive path where we are checking what kind of device customer is asking for. We are running the same through the device adaptive. It's again created at a device level. So if I show you here, the model context is just the device name, no issue, no group, nothing. And we can see the few models are created and the responses are updated against that. Coming back to the device strategy, we are creating two parts. So the device can go as a 12 months installment or 24-month installment. And we are also checking the context if customer is specifically asking for a particular installment. And then we are doing the upfront cost calculation. So in the proposition, if you remember, we had two options. The device can be enabled for 12-month installment and 24-month installment, and CVM can provide a minimum installment amount against that particular combinations. So here we are just setting the installment period to 12 and the device installment amount that was set against the installment amount 12 months. So that's how we got the installment amount, we got the installment period from both the paths, and now we'll calculate the upfront cost. So the upfront cost is nothing fancy, it's just the device cost minus device installment amount cross installment period. So if I'm offering a device of 1000 euro to particular customer with 10 euro for 10 months, it will be 900 upfront. And then we are checking that we should remove all the negative upfront. So it should not happen that with a particular combination, we come up with a negative upfront that we are telling customer that upfront is minus 10 and the installments are higher. So to remove. So this filter is used to remove all the negative upfronts, and then we are taking top end devices. So again, the same calculation that we did for price plans based upon certain attribute that business will find appropriate. So it can be the features, it can be the price, or yeah, based upon that we can select top 3, top 10, or top 5 devices. So till now we got our top n price plans, we got our top n devices. Now come to the main strategy, that is the plan bundle. So here we got our top n price plans. Now we are importing our discounts. So these are the discount propositions. Additional filter check, we are checking that from the UI, if agent is asking for the combination with no discounts, then we'll make sure that we'll not run the combination with discounts. We have a separate adaptive at discount level where it's the same concept. Our bundle is consist of price plan, device, and discount. So if you want to have a model that only learns at discount level, we can use this. If you offer discount as a single proposition as well, or an individual proposition as well, but that's very highly unlikely. And now we are joining all the plans with all the discounts. So we are checking what kind of plan it is. If it's a device plan, then we are joining with the device discounts. If it's a sim only plan, then we are joining with the sim only discounts. So it's a basic check that sim only in the plan is also matching with the sim only with the discount. So that way both conditions will satisfy. And then we have a filter where we are checking that the discount amount is not more than what we have described in the price plan. So if we have described in a price plan that the maximum device discount that can be offered against it is 20 euro, then we are all discarding all the combination which is higher than 20 euro. So all 40 euro or 80 euro discounts will be filtered out over here. And then the main component, that we are importing all the billing products that we have got from our product catalog. And then we are checking whether our combination that we have created with the price plan and the discount is a valid combination or not. So that way we will only offer customer something that can be fulfilled. So this step will eliminate all the combination that have been created which doesn't result in an actual billing product that can be fulfilled. Now we are joining both the paths. So from here we just got the price plans, and from here we got price plan with discounts. Then we have another strategy called price plan lock-in check. So here we are just creating two paths. So in the price plans we have option to enable whether it can go as a 12 months lock-in or it can go as a 24 months lock-in. So for both the paths, if the checkbox is checked, we are just setting the contract length to 12 or 24. It's same as how we did in the device. It's nothing different. It's the same combination. So we want to make sure that we are not offering a 12 months plan with a 24-month device and 24 months plan with 12-month device. So we want to be consistent. And then we are importing all the devices. So from here we got top 10 plans, and then maybe with after joining with the discounts, we got 20 discounts. And now here we got top end devices. We are checking that in the inbound call, the agent is not saying that we don't send any combination with the device. So if the no device flag is set to yes, then we'll not send any combination with the devices. But if it's not set to yes, then we'll join the devices with the price plans. So here we are doing some basic checks. We are checking that the sim only is false. If the price plan is sim only, then there is no meaning of joining it with the devices. And the contract length of the plan is matching with the installment period of the device. So the 12 months plans are joined with the 12 months device installment, and the 24-month plans are joined with 24-month device installment. But it's flexible. If you want to do other way around, that's also possible. And then we are giving also a freedom to check that if agent or customer is searching for a specific text or string, so he just search for 20. So in that scenario we want to make sure that we'll give everything that contains 20. So it can be plan 20, it can be Samsung Galaxy 20, or it can be voucher 20 euro. So Any combination that contains 20 should pass through. So this filter free and device search is used for that. That if you're giving any search criteria or any filter criteria and any of our component contains that particular keyword, then it will be sent in the response. Or that if any of the combination that contains that particular search criteria, then that combination only will be sent in the response. Then we have a small decision table where we are giving business flexibility to disable few combinations. As we have the Lego blocks, so we cannot disable the combination upfront. So all the combination will be formed, and after that, if business thinks that we don't want to promote certain set of combination of plan and devices, so this is just a example. So it can be plan, devices, discounts, and other attributes as well, other characteristics of any of these three. So this is just a simple flexibility where you can give a combination and you can make it true, means this combination should not go through. And in the next step, we are making sure that any combination that is returning false is only going through. Whichever is returning true, we are blocking it over here. So that way that business, they don't have to switch off all the combinations with a particular plan or discounts. They have the freedom to update this table to make sure that the specific combinations are switched off. And then we have another table where there can be certain promotions or certain tie up with a particular manufacturer where you will give a specific discount if you offer particular device with a particular plan. So it can be like for red 21, if it's going with Apple iPhone 10, you will get 20 euro more discount as part of promotion. So here the business people can create the combination. So they can create the combination of plan and the device, and then they can return whether this is an exclusive combination or this can be applied on top of already added discounts. So whenever this is an exclusive combination, the customer will only get that particular discount. If it's not an exclusive combination, then this discount will be added on top of the already added discount. So how it works, so if I have red 21 rate with Apple iPhone 10 and a voucher 20 euro or voucher 10 euro, and here if this combination is met, this voucher 10 euro will be replaced with the manufacturer discount of 20 euro. In the first case, if I have a combination of 17 rate with Apple iPhone 10 and already have a 10 euro discount, but the exclusive is false, means this 10 euro can add it on top of that. So eventually I will also get 20 euro discount. The simple calculation check where we are updating the discount amount. So based upon the logic I explained, that whether it's exclusive or non-exclusive, and then we are doing some set properties to make sure that we know that if VF bundle, whether we want to mark it into interaction history, that whatever we are offering, whether it's a standalone proposition or whether it's a bundle proposition. So based upon VF bundle, we can check if discounts and the device name is not blank, then it's a bundle. If it's blank, then it's just a price plan. Similarly, we are doing for discounts and devices name. So we are replacing blanks with the no device and no discounts for the adaptives. And now the main feature, that we are running through all the combinations through the adaptive. So here we don't want to explode the adaptive models with the combination of device, discounts, the plans. So if you go with just a simple example of 50 plans with 100 devices, then 5,000, and then additional 10 discounts, that is 50,000. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to create those many adaptive models. So here we come up with a simple trick that works in the same way. So instead of creating model context as a issue group name, device name, discount name, the add-on name, we restricted this to our base proposition, which will be our issue group and name. For in our scenario, it will be the price plan. And we are using the individual components, which are the plan name, device name, discount, the actual propensity that we got against the individual adaptives, and the contract length as a special predictors. So if the predictors are changing, the propensity will also change. It will not create X number of combination, but with X number of combination, it will give you different propensity. So still the models will be limited only to the number of plans, but the propensity will be different based upon what are the combinations of devices and discounts. So if I just open one of these models, here we can see for few of them we have few responses. The model is still at red infinity 17 rate, but in the predictors you will see we have the parameterized predictors that will be taken into account. And if we go to the models, if I open model report, we can see those predictors are there. In our scenario, we have inactive because we have not given a lot of responses to them. We are asking them to go active after 5,000 responses. But the predictors will be taken care. So if the device name is different, it will give you a different propensity. Coming back to our main strategy. So till now we have got the combinations. We have run it through the adaptives to get the propensity against the certain combinations. And now we will calculate the value. So here it's a simple calculation. So first thing we are checking whether it's a SIM only plan or with device plan. If it's a SIM only plan and we have a discount, then our monthly fee will change. So if a 12 euro plan is going with the 2 euro discount, the eventually the monthly fee is resulting to 10 euro. So the basic calculation monthly fee is equal to monthly fee minus discount amount. And then we are doing this value calculation. So first we are calculating the deal price. So the deal price that what customer has to pay every month is the monthly fee plus the device installment amount. If it's a SIM only plan, then device installment amount will be 0. Then the value. So the value is calculation is simple. It's the monthly fee cross contract length. So we got what customer will pay. And then we are reducing what customer was already paying into contract length. So if I am paying 20 euro for 10 months, then 200. And if I was paying around 10 euro previously, then it's 10 euro. Cross 10 means 200 minus 100. And if you have any discount means suppose a 20 euro discount is there, then it's 200 minus 100 minus 20. So it's around 80 euro, the actual value. And then we have a monthly value that is value divided by the contract length. So for 80 divided by 10. So for me, the monthly value is coming to 8 euros. So it's up to business that how big a jump they want to give it to their customers. So if they want to restrict it, we have the provision for that as well. And then the final propensity is equivalent to the PY propensity that we calculated from the models. And we are getting the agent role and agent location. If it's an inbound call, there can be certain limitation that particular agent skill set can only offer specific deals. So there are chances that agent with the level 1 cannot offer the discounts more than 10 euro or the particular combination of price plan and the device. And the agent 2 will have more flexibility, level 2, level 3, level 4. To implement that, we are just assigning agent role and agent location from the inbound call. And then we have a smooth value of final propensity into value that we'll use further. Once we got it, we don't want to give you the certain combinations. So here we are taking the combination of name and device. So we don't want to give you certain combination with no discount, 10 euro discount, 20 euro discount. We don't want to do that. So here we want to take the certain combinations with highest smooth value. So if a particular plan with the device discount has more propensity but less value and still it's come on top, then we'll offer you that first. But it's not a hard decision. The business can decide to go with the without discount combination first, and based upon accept and reject or reject, basically go with the next level where we can offer the discount. So it's totally customizable. And then what we were discussing about, so these are the filters where we are checking the few parameters from the inbound call, whether the agent is asking for all combination or the top X combination, or all eligible, or all the combination where the customer is also not eligible. So basic checks will come to that when we'll go to the UI. And here the one we discussed, that based upon agent role and location, we can define that what range the custom agent can offer. So if customer is a retention agent and location in Manchester, he can offer only the combination with between 0 and 3 euro. So he cannot make a jump from 10 euro to 15 euro per month. So he can just offer from 10 to up to the plans and combination that will result in 13 euro per month monthly fee or monthly value. But the retention agent sitting in the London can offer between 2 to 5, and also between 0 to 2 the migration. So this is also customizable, so it doesn't have to be role and location. It can be uh, role, level, or any other agent parameter. And this is the filter to make sure that whatever is the outcome of decision table, whether it's passing the criteria or not. And if it's a simple switch has been used, that if it's an inbound call with the agent, then only have to do all the calculation. If the call is coming from the web, or we are doing a outbound proactive communication, then we don't have simply don't have to run this check. So just to make sure it's performance efficient, we are using this switch. So that was all in our plan bundle strategy. So we got our top price plans, we joined those with the discounts, we checked against the billing products. Then we joined those with the devices. We checked whether these combinations are active or not, whether there are any additional exclusive discounts, and then we ran it through the adaptive to find out the propensity against certain combinations, and then we have calculated the value of all those combinations. So now we have all the data in our hand, and the second task that we discussed. So we discussed business taxonomy, proposition creation, the strategy framework, and we discussed component selection, bundle creation, value calculation. Now we'll go into the prioritization. It's equally important and equally bigger piece. Let me close it all. So we have a specific strategy for Vodafone Group prioritization. So we are using a formula called P cross V plus C plus B, where P is the propensity of the adaptive model, V is the value that we have calculated, C is the context weight, where we can define certain weights. So if customer is going on, suppose I want to leave page, or he's calling for saying that I want to leave, then we can prioritize retentions over upsells, or if customer is asking for a specific brand of devices, so it's easily flexible, then we can prioritize those certain devices. That's C. And then the B is the squad weight, where it can be applied at a group level or a issue level. So there are possible that under upsell, if you have a multiple, or example, let's suppose under cross sell, you have data and voice, and for some quarter you want to sell more data than the voice, then you will give the data propositions a higher weightage than the voice propositions. But you will not do it at actual proposition level, you will do it actual group level. Similarly, in certain quarters, if you want to prioritize upsell over cross-sell, the business issues, then you can define a hard number of uh, weight against particular issue. So you can say that for cross-sell, the business weight is 1,000, and for upsell, the business weight is 5,000. That way, you will always make sure that the upsells are always appearing before cross-sell. So that's how it's flexible. It's in the hand of business. So I will explain one of those. So first, let's start with the squad weight. It's a very simple one. So if you see here, we have upsell device and upsell all. If I open upsell all, this is applied at a issue level. So here I'm saying if the issue name is upsell and group name is all, then by default add additional 100 weight. So all the upsells will take additional 100 weight. And then on top of that, I'm saying if it's an upsell and device, then add 100 more weight. So within upsell, if you have device, and discounts and certain other combinations. So for our demonstration, we only took three, but in a actual implementation, it can be way more number. So in that way, we just want to make sure that the devices are always appearing on top of any other group within upsell. So that depends upon what is your focus. So under upsell, if your focus is mobile plans, then you will give the same priority to the mobile plans. So that's how we are giving this business weight. And coming back to the context weight, a simple example, we have just one for this demonstration, like intent. So if I'm saying if the intent is plan, if customer is searching for the plans, then under issue upsell and group mobile tariff, all the propositions will be upweighted by 100. So that way we will ensure that all the price plans are appearing before any other proposition that can be the cross sell or the devices. So so it's flexible. You can create X number of combination. It's up to business with the unique PY name, issue group, context name, and context value. So based upon that, multiple combinations can be created. So we'll not go into the complete strategy. We'll explain at high level. So first here we are doing, we are checking that the complete part is checking what are the prioritization business weight has been assigned against particular proposition at issue level, group level, and proposition level. And we are joining all of them to come up with a certain number. So if a proposition is has a weight of 100 and then the group has weight of 100 and also the issue has a weight of 100, then my business weight is combined 300. That's how what it has been done over here. The next bit is to use the context weight. So I showed you one, the intent one. We have one more where we are prioritizing everything that customer is searching. So if customer is searching for plan and we are filtering out plan, then I'm prioritizing upsell and mobile tariffs. If customer is searching for actually device, then I'm prioritizing upsell and device with the 150. The plan were prioritized with 100. And if customer is searching for anything, that then I'm prioritizing all issues and all the proposition that meet the criteria. Doesn't matter whether it's from which issue or which group. If you're searching for 20, any combination that has 20 will be prioritized or will be upweighted with 75. So to understand how our propositions will rank up based upon this logic, we have to run simulations to find out whether the numbers we are providing are good enough to meet the commercial need, and based upon that only we can come up with a certain number. So here we have calculated the business weight and now we are calculating the context weight. So against the propositions, if there are multiple context weight defined, so suppose intent is also there, then the filter is also there, then we are just doing the sum up. And if a particular bundle will have the two components, the plan and the device, and there are um, context weight defined against both of them, then we are joining them all together. So if a plan has been defined 100 at issue level and 100 at group level, that comes to 200. And also the device in the bundle has a upweight of 100 at issue level and 100 at group level, that's combined 400. So for that our context weight will be 400. So that's what it has been done over here. So once we got our B and our C, we are running our priority formula, which is nothing but the same I explained. So it's propensity cross value plus the business weight plus the context weight. And based upon this, we will decide what is the best suitable recommendation for the customer. So now we got our priority sorted out, and now it's up to us that we want to sort it out based upon the highest priority and how many do we want to send in the response. So that depends upon business to business, that or even channel to channels. So we want to be flexible over here, so we are not going to restrict any hard number that we'll only send top 3 or top 5. We'll make sure that the channels are giving us that information, and based upon the information we will send the top X offers. So That has been implemented over here. So here we are checking that what actually the channels are asking. So it can be like channel is asking that send me top X starting from rank 1, and it can also ask me that send me top X starting from rank 10. So here, if that's what we it has been implemented, if the channel is asking giving us a cursor position, so it's saying that send me the proposition from rank 1 to 10, we'll send from rank 1 to 10. If it's saying from rank 10 to 20, we'll send rank 10 to 20. If we are not getting anything from the channels, then we have restricted it to the 5. So in case nothing, no information coming in the inbound call, we'll just send the top 5 propositions. So that's all. That's how it works. So the strategies goes through to select the actual combination, and then it runs through the prioritization framework to find out the best suitable offer. To see it in the runtime, the third part, which was the small demo with sample UI. So here we have a sample UI where we have the particular combination. So we can have for which customer do we want to run it, then which plan we want to filter, which device we want to filter, and the filter free where we can give any text string which we want. We can also mention the device installment amount, device installment period, if agent has all the flexibility, or this can be also the web page where the customer has all the flexibility to give these filters. And then the last bit that I explained, that you can give starting rank and the maximum results we want after that. So the starting rank 1 and top 3, it can be starting rank 10, and then it can be 10 to 13. So let's run it without any filters. So just I want to take top 3 propositions. So if I click on make decisions, I got 3 combination: Red Infinity 17 rate with Samsung Galaxy 7, 8, and 9. So this UI is still in not completed, which where we can see the discount amounts. So I will show you the interaction history. So we have a custom report which sees the interaction history, that what combination has been sent. If I refresh it, we can see that all 3 are at 17 rate with the devices as mentioned 7, Galaxy 7, 8, and 9, but the discount is blank. So no discount has been given to the customer because it doesn't fulfill the prioritization criteria. And the installment period is 24, the installment amount, the value, the contract length, and the upfront cost is coming to 0. Now if we go here and we'll give some filters. So here now I don't like Samsung Galaxy, so I will go with Apple. And if I do make decisions, now I got 3 combination, the same Red 17 rate with Apple iPhone 1, 2, and 3. And if I refresh the interaction history, I again got the same combination with no discounts. But now the installment period is 24, the upfront cost is 120 because it's a higher, the device cost is higher, and the value and the contract length. And here also we have few more characteristics. So here you can see we have the VF proposition context, that is the actual context weight, and then we have the description that what consists of this context weight. So the B prop is means the proposition weight, that is that we have defined at the squad level. So it's issue, group, and proposition level, plus CDC text means the customer direct context. So as we customer directly asked for Apple, it got prioritized higher. Coming back to here, we'll go through other filters. So right now we are giving all 24 months installment period options. The customer can ask for a 12 months installment period, and he can say that I can pay not 10 euro but 20 euro installment period amount, and then we'll do the upfront cost differently. So now if I run it, yeah, so it's other way around, it's my mistake. If I do make decision, I still got Samsung Galaxy 7, 8, and 9 because that was the preferred option that we want to want the customer to have. And if I refresh the interaction history, if I clear it and I run it again, then it will be clear. Then we can see the three offers, but now the installment period has been changed to 12, and instead of zero upfront cost, now the upfront cost is 120 because device installment amount has been decreased. Now let's go to other way. So we just don't want three, we can have five. Now we got five combinations, so it's up to us. And the third part that we discussed, so right now we are not getting any discounts, but if we want to have a specific discount, so we don't want to mention the amount and the period, but we want to have a filter free called 20, so where we want each and every combination that results in 20, and let's go with 10. If I do make decision, I got 8, 9, 10 combinations, and if we go to interaction history, we can see all the 10 combinations will have the discounts. So now the voucher €20 discount has been applied against the combination of Red 17 rate with the Samsung Galaxy 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 because we asked for Samsung Galaxy as I recommended. If I asked Apple, then I will get the same combination with Apple. Now I got it with Apple, and here if you can see that we have additional manufacturer discount. So we, as I showed you, the certain combinations we had, if the price plan and the device combination is met, we can have additional discounts. So here it's voucher €24, which is the manufacturer discount. And then let's come back to this. So I'll clear the interaction history. And, and what I was talking about, the agent can ask for whether the positive value they want, whether they want all eligible offers or they want all offers. So it's up to them. If you select all, we'll give all the option, we'll skip the suitability check. And if you just give the positive, then during our cutoffs, we'll have all the positive combinations. So this UI is tightly bind up with the our decisioning logic. So each and every filter and each and every criteria works well. So that's all for this particular tutorial. So this way we ensure that we don't create the bundles in the design time, whether instead the bundles are created in the runtime. And these bundles contain specific components. The components are run through adaptive to find out the propensity, but still the individual adaptives are also learning from the response. And then we are running through the prioritization framework using the channel cursor values to send the top X recommendation to the customer.